What's up, everybody? Shiz here, coming back at you with another overview and introduction. I have been doing these to help the community decide if they want to make the purchase of a game. So let me waste my money so you don't have to. In this case, it's not a waste of money. We have Project Zomboid. It's a beautiful little indie game by a developer known as The Indie Stone. Right off the bat, it's a survival RPG-ish zombie apocalypse. The main thing that stands out of this, I am going to say right off the bat, it is really fucking hard as balls. It's relentless. You can change many of the options and difficulty stuff in the game, but still, bottom line is it's challenging. The whole point of it is to survive as long as you possibly can. That's it. There's no NPCs yet. There's no missions. There's no quests. You just got to live. You got to survive. You got to think. You got to do what you would do in a zombie apocalypse. It's pretty well the closest thing to a sim as far as a zombie apocalypse would go. You'll see that when I get into the game. For now, we have in the bottom right corner there, you will see Join Server, Survival, Sandbox, and Last Stand. These are different game modes. So, you may hear my cat in the background. She's needy as fuck. Bose. Bose. Sit down. If she's meowing throughout the video, my apologies. Love her, but seriously, shut the fuck up. I'm doing a video. Join server. So, multiplayer. There is multiplayer. They had servers up. There was a little bit of a security risk here, so I know the dev did pull them down in the meantime. So you can't access multiplayer right now. But now, could you make a... You may be able to make like a... I'm going to assume you can't right off the bat. So that will come back eventually. But next game mode is Survival and Sandbox. The big difference between Survival and Sandbox, they're pretty well the same game, but Sandbox, you can tweak settings, you can make it a bit easier, you can make it a bit harder, you can change certain aspects of the game that will affect mechanics directly. So Survival is more how the devs wanted you to play it. Sandbox is the same thing with some modified options. Then we have Last Stand. I'll actually start by clicking on that one. A couple of challenges here. So this is mostly you're thrown into a cabin in the middle of the forest. It has some supplies in it. You got to focus on fortifications, ammo management, weapon management, and you just fight off waves and waves and waves of zombies and see how long you can go. So that is pretty well challenge mode in a nutshell. Nice little extra game option. Haven't played a whole lot of it yet. If you're just new, just beginning, I recommend you start with Sandbox, because from there, we can change some of the options to make it a bit easier, which you are going to want to do right off the bat to make it a little more manageable for a noob. So, in each mode, we have two towns to choose from, both taking place in Kentucky. One's Muldrow, one's West Point. West Point is the bigger of the two. We're going to start with Muldrow. It's a little more suburban, might be a little easier right off the bat. I recommend you do the same. Little description and population info there. So options. Now, Survival wouldn't have this. It would skip this screen and go directly to character creation, just so you can contrast them. Proper zombies. That's how Survival mode will have its zombies. In this, you can leave it. You can basically set it up the same way, but I don't. Uncheck that. Speed. Now, you can see here, speed, strength, toughness, transmission, sight, hearing, smell, memory. That may kind of remind you of 7 Days to Die as far as behavior of the zombies, which is a great thing to manage. I mean, you tailor your zombie apocalypse to how you want them to be runners. Do you want them to be shamblers? Let's change it. Now, I don't want fast shamblers right off the bat. You can put sprinters if you want, which is insanity. But I'm just going to go straight up shamblers. You'll see as I'm changing these options, shit is still going to be tough in the game. Now, next major option is transmission. So that is a part of this game, becoming infected. Now, if you're fighting a zombie, whether it's an entire horde or one single zombie, if you're getting hit, there's a very good chance you will be scratched or bitten. You can heal them up to stop the bleeding, but if you are bitten especially, you are most likely going to contract the disease, which will then start basically a counter, when am I going to die? That's what the counter is going to, it's just going to be kind of winding it down to your death. So, part of the game, but we're going to skip by it for now. So we're going to go no transmission. You can still get damage and all that, but we're not going to contract the disease, which is inevitably death. If you contract the disease, you'll turn into a zombie eventually. So, you know, infection, mortality, reanimate time, cognition, memory, we're going to leave all that. Decomposition, slows and weakens, we're going to leave all that. Sight, hearing, smell, we're going to leave all of that. You'll see here there's a bit of a UI bug going on. Now, it didn't do that when I first launched the game, but every time since it has done it. Devs, if you're watching, just note that it's an overlay here. I'm running the game in 2560 by 1440, 64-bit mode, so I don't know if it has anything to do with that, but you may want to look at that. More options. Zombies, normal, insane, high, so this is population. We're going to go low. If you put it on low, there's still a lot of zombies. They're still all over the place. They could still horde up and get you. That's how fucking tough this game is. Put everything on the easiest. It's still going to be a challenge. Zombie distribution, urban focus, I think we'll leave that alone. Or you can go uniform, which will evenly spread them out. But it makes sense that more in the built-up areas where there would be a denser population, there'll be more zombies. So we'll leave that alone. Survivors, none. There are no survivors or NPCs in the game yet. Day length, so the standard 24 hours lasts for 1 hour of real time. I like to bump this up to 2 hours, just gives me a bit more daylight to run around with, less sleeping. There is sleeping in this game, there is fatigue. Start month of July, starting time 9 AM, we're gonna leave all that. Now, world options. This is where this game gets extra interesting. Water shutoff, 0 to 2 months. Electricity shutoff, 0 to 2 months. So, man, like Sim, no kidding, right? Eventually, the water will go out. Eventually, the electricity will go out. You need to plan for these things. I'll explain that when we get into the game. Loot rarity, rare. Temperature, normal. Rain, normal. So yes, climate is a factor. Temperature, you can overheat, you can get cold, you can get damp. All of that comes in. We're going to leave all of this and go on to character creation. Let's randomize it. Let's randomize. Who do we like? Who do we like? Larry Lee. Awesome. Larry Lee, he's our man. Here we go. He's got a beard. He's got a beard already. Perfect. He's got to have a beard. Fuck. What other zombie survivor would not have a beard? Okay. Now, next it kind of gets into the nitty-gritty of character creation. So there's no point to choose unemployed. By choosing to be, and I'm sure more of these will be added eventually, more career paths. This is what you were before the apocalypse. A fire officer, police officer, park ranger, construction worker, and a security guard, all with their own kind of benefits. For example, a police officer is a great marksman. A construction worker has thick skin and is handy, faster barricading, and more resilient to scratches and bites. I'm going to go park ranger. He's tagged as an outdoorsman, not affected by harsh weather conditions, extra orienteering ability. So, like I was saying, climate and all of that is a factor in this game. Anything you can think of, boredom, depression, happiness, fatigue, sickness, it's all in this game. There's my cat again, you hear that? Bose, settle down. So it's all huge. I mean, it's you got to consider it. Now, available traits, you can leave it as is. You see points to spend. You have to have this at 0 to continue, or in the negative, I think, which we'll let's test it. Yeah, let's see. To spend. So we're going to start with, I like strong right off the bat. Strong, for anyone who's new, is extra knockback from melee weapons, increased carrying weight. Carrying weight is huge in this game. You can't stack up with 5 machine guns and a couple crowbars. It doesn't work like that. It's more realistic than that. So carrying weight is a huge factor. So that is so useful. If you're going to go any melee path, it is so useful to have it. It really improves your knockback like a lot, and your ability to smoke a zombie with only a few hits with a blunt weapon. You'll see. So I'm in the negative. I can't continue yet. So from here, we got to choose a couple more to even it out. So I think I'm going to go with gets drunk quickly. I'm not generally drinking alcohol during the zombie apocalypse, so I'm just going to take that to waste some points. We're up to a -4, so we need another. A lot of these are very detrimental. The red ones are actually very detrimental to gameplay, so be careful of what you choose. You know, strong is an awesome bonus, yet some of these red traits are absolutely game-changing. I'm gonna go short-tempered. Anger is in like a trait in this game. You can get angered. It doesn't help if you're very angered. It doesn't help you. It lowers your accuracy and all that shit, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. A light drinker, short-tempered, strong outdoorsman. Weird. Okay, we're at 0. We can now continue. Get on with it. Okay, gameplay, here it is. Right off the bat, there we go. It's gonna throw you into, you're just in a house, you start with very basic. Let me move my interface around here so you can see it behind my overlay. I'll put my status effects right here. Appropriate. Little tutorial right off the bat, so you can go more info. It's gonna cover over the movement keys. It's very straightforward. WASD moves you around. You hold right click to raise your weapon, and then you go into like a strafe mode and use left click to swing or shoot in the direction that your mouse pointer is facing. Right? Interaction is just basic clicks or right clicks, which brings up a menu. You know, you click to open a door, click to open a box, right click to open a menu to do other things on whatever. Zombie senses, it goes over that. Now it says here, I don't think there's a sneak mechanic yet. That's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Combat mechanics, it's pretty basic. Like, I mean, combat isn't that tough. It's all about timing, though. You can't just go and swing like a madman and expect to effectively knock zombies off and kill them, especially if they're coming in hordes. You really want to time it. So like a push, let them get far away, swing, knock them down, bash his head in. If they're on the ground, you can bash them as much as you want until their head explodes. Headshots, right? Water, huge part of the game. Inventory crafting, so it says here to craft items in your inventory, simply right-click something you're carrying in your inventory pane. So there's a nice little tutorial to start off the bat here. There's a whole building system where you can build walls, forts, you know, get yourself going with an outpost and secure it. Block off their view, zombie view, fog of war, your view is a big part of this game as well. Cooking, selecting, and we'll stop there. So we are in this little house. See, now you're seeing, I can see out different windows, and that's where the fog of war comes into play. Now, a little note. Zombies can also see in the windows, so view is a huge part of it. So what would you do if you were in a zombie apocalypse just starting? Oh, look, I'm balding. What a hairdo. Okay, so, I mean, you would secure whatever you're in. Whether you want to make something a shelter, there's a lighter, we'll take that. You're going to want to block off these views from the zombies so they can't see in and kind of eat you in your sleep. Okay, so to move around is, like I said, WASD. As you get into things you can loot, like this dresser, you can simply left click and it'll bring it open. If you get close enough, left click, bring it open. Or you can go with the vicinity. You'll see here, there's the dresser and the bookshelf here, and you can kind of go between them. Oh, that's not the dresser, because there's nothing in it. That's some empty container in the vicinity. But that's basically the best way to loot. That's why I move this loot window down here, and anytime I'm going to, like, it really comes into play if you're in a big warehouse and there's boxes all over the floor. You're going to want to kind of click through them on here rather than click through them on the screen. If you open something up like your inventory, you'll see there, the hot status just popped up here. Let me move this again. Unpleasantly hot. Consider resting somewhere less exposed. Thirst increased. So, I'm going to take my shirt off. You can take it off. I ripped bandages. Let's turn it into bandages. Bandages don't weigh anything. So carry them. See? I'm shirtless. That's how I roll, brah. Not really. I never even really say brah. I don't know what's gotten into me. So, let's try to take care of that before we leave the house here. Very important. You got to keep traits out of the way. You don't want all kinds of red shit popping up here. That's when you're going to be in trouble. So, looting. Walk near it. Like I said, click on it. Double click. We'll move it into your inventory. Okay? So, there's a sheet, a big hiking bag. Let's equip this hiking bag. Equip on your back. You'll see I have another container now. My carrying weight has also increased from it, as far as I know. I think this will do better here. Still see that there, can you? Yes, you can. Health. Okay, so a sheet. Now, sheets are big. Those are a very important item in this game. Why? Because you can use them to cover windows. You can barricade windows, or you can cover them, you can open them, you can break them. If you break them with your hand, you will bleed, you will get injured, and that's just trouble all around. So, right-clicking on anything brings up extra menus. Okay, so right-click on a window, let's add the sheet. Little status bar pops up, and the sheet is added. I can then close the curtains. It blocks up off the field of view. Zombies cannot see in this room now. So technically, there's no windows. There's a door here, which I can shut. Well, maybe not this one. Anyway, I was just going to say, you can potentially secure the room to sleep in it. Still a dangerous spot. We don't know what's outside. I wouldn't sleep in here right off the bat, just like a real zombie apocalypse. Be aware of your surroundings. And, like, I'm talking like zombie apocalypses are real. Like a real zombie apocalypse. Who the fuck says that? You know what I mean. Right click. We can. Oh, it's not letting us. There we go. Drink. The status bar pops up. Drinking water out of the tap. Great. So, like I said, in a few months, electricity will shut off, rendering stoves, microwaves, fridges unusable. And water will also shut off, rendering toilets, sinks, which you can both drink out of, unusable. So as you go around looting, you're going to want to keep an eye out for containers, because with containers, like this cooking pot, you are going to want to fill it. So if you have an outpost or like a hideout somewhere that you're stocking up full of supplies, it is super important to fill up any container you find with water and store it. Did I hear a zombie? I did not. So, for example, that cooking pot is in our inventory. Right click. No, not the sink. It's not usually this hard to click on something. I think it's just this house. Check the bathroom. Right click. Fill. You can drink out of the toilet, but let's fill the cooking pot. And now I have a pot of water. Any bottle, container, anything like that, you can fill it up. Later on, you may ask, where do I get water? Well, as far as I know, there's rain, so I know you can use garbage bags, I think, to make a water barrel to collect rain. That's very important. You'll have to do that eventually. Around that, I'm sure there'll be this bodies of water which you can fill and purify and everything else. So here's a fridge. You'll see everything's blue. That means it's cold. It's in the fridge. It will spoil if you bring it out of the fridge. It will even spoil in the fridge eventually. But let's, like, here's an onion. Hunger, minus 15. So let's eat an onion. Right? Well fed. See that status effects? Or slightly fed. Let's eat the lemons and see if we can change that. Lemons. Right? Eat. Fed. So it's a strength boost. Oh, what's this? Getting bored. That's a big effect too. So, to cure boredom, you're going to want to just keep busy, moving, fight zombies, break into houses, do something. Or read a newspaper. There's newspapers, there's magazines. I'm looking for a weapon here. There's an empty mug. Let's fill our empty mug. You can put stuff in the stove or microwave that you may need to cook and turn it on from there. Peanut butter is awesome. Butter knife, useless as a weapon. Fork, spoons, I don't even bother. Let's go see what we can find. We're getting bored, we need to move. Okay, so you'll see I'm walking with WASD. Very rural, wherever we started out. Now, field of view, you'll see I'm kind of discovering this as I walk. Your field of view is important. You'll see it lights up as I turn. This meaning zombies can sneak up on you. So just because it's top down doesn't mean I can see everything behind me. If I'm standing here looking this way, a zombie can, boom, appear there, unless I check my back. In the apocalypse, it's important to check your back, check your corners. Watch where you're walking. Okay. You can run with shift, but I tend not to because it renders you out of breath, which I want to avoid. It also makes your hunger go down, your thirst go down. Locked door. Some houses, note, have alarms on them. Stores, some of them have alarms on them. So if you go to tug on the door, an alarm will go off. Good fucking luck, because zombies are coming from all directions, and you'll probably get a horde on you. I see you're seeing very minimal zombies around here. Don't be fooled. You get to areas where there's lots. You make some noise, whether you're smashing a window or breaking a door in, or setting off an alarm. Zombies are going to start swarming, so you need to get out of that area. There's also, you're going to hear random gunshots, which sound like other players or NPCs while you're playing. Zombies will start going in that direction. It's just a little mechanic right now. There's nothing actually over there, but it's to keep the zombies moving and keep your game interesting is what I'm thinking. So, get in the vicinity of the window. Let's tug on it. And it opens, so the window was unlocked. A lot of the time they are locked. Oh, there you go. Let's get the fuck out of here. Okay, zombies are converging on that. And that is how crazy this game can get. My god, let's... Oh no. Okay, see, and I'm panicked. Slight panic. Running around, no fucking weapon. This is the most dangerous... And houses with alarms aren't super common. I'm out of breath, high exertion, can barely run. Walk it off, shiz. Check our back. See, they're all walking that way. Isn't that interesting? Except for this motherfucker here is coming up on me. Get out of here. Come on, Larry Lee. New house. Let's check it out. Tug on that window. It opens. So if a window doesn't open right off the bat, like I said, you can break it. Be careful with how you're breaking it. Fuck. Tug on it a few times, you could get it open. Sometimes if you pull on it more than once, twice, you'll end up being able to open the window. So you see here, I'm just fucking moving. I'm trying to survive. And it's tough. I'm gonna go hungry eventually, I'm gonna fatigue eventually, I might get panicked. I gotta be careful. Please be open, please be open. You can also use the E key to do this stuff. Like if you're in combat and want to get through a window quickly, yeah, rather than right-clicking, you may want to just use the E key. Let's find a weapon. Now, you notice I'm not stocking up on all this because, like I said, carrying weight is such a huge part of this game, and I want to save my carrying weight for ammo and weapons right now. Nothing. I heard a click about something in here. Of course, you should always scope the building out you enter. There could be zombies. There often are. This is storage. Nails. We'll take nails because barricading is a big part if you want to set up some kind of safe zone. I'm just clicking to open here, people. You can't take sheets off a bed as far as I know. Wish you could, but you can't. You can just, you see right click and you can sleep. I think sleeping advances time 6 hours. You will have to do it eventually. Medicine cabinet. A sheet. Take it. Gather all sheets you can. Here, shelf. Newspaper, magazine, let's keep them, because those will cure boredom. You see, as you mouse over everything, it kind of has an explanation and what it fixes. Boredom reduction -20, for example. Let's keep moving. You hear all that construction noise and everything else outside. Apologies. My windows are opened. Check your back. Check this door. No. And I think something's coming for me. Fuck! Oh, fuck! We're not having a good day. Let's get out of here. The idea is just get far away from that alarm. You see, it's hard. It's hard to find things. It's hard to find weapons. Like even, I want a rolling pin or something. Something blunt that I could smash a zombie. Check your back, check your back. Okay, so that's basically how the interface works. Double clicking brings it in. Like I said, you go through your containers that are in your vicinity right here. Oh, they're all still going that way. Just hang here for a second. You can move these windows around as much as you want. Resize them. Come on, get out. Stopping there. I'm going to keep moving this way. Fuck. Your status here, you can break arms, you can get scratched, you can bandage, whatever you need to. Doesn't mean you're good though, it can leave you in pain. Painful is a... what's this? Burgers. What kind of restaurant district? A laundromat. Watch this set off another fucking alarm. I want to show you combat. To show you combat, I need a weapon. Looks good and secluded. What's up here? This map is huge, by the way. It's huge. It's so much to do. Fatigued. Let's be careful. You'll see here too, I want to show you all your skills. Sprinting, light-footed, nimble, sneaking. And then we have blunt, blade, aiming, reloading. Carpentry, cooking, farming, fishing, trapping. Everything you'd need to survive. The more you use skills, the more they level up. They don't level up fast. It's super slow going. So don't expect to kind of get in here, kill a few, kill even 100, and have a decked out character, it's slow, which is okay. Big empty spaces here. I want to find a more kind of urban area. See, we got to turn back. We got a zombie on us. Another one. It's like panic. Let's keep running. Up here. Right. Chasing us. Let's keep moving so Shiz can show you some combat. You can zoom way out. Oh, we have a logging company over here. Axe? Fucking gates closed. Don't have wire cutters. Yes, all that applies. Alright, let's go this way. I mean, and like I said, there's more urban areas. There's entire cities with buildings all over. I'm out in the fucking boonies right now. It's actually my first time out in an area this sparse. See all this? You could probably get barricades out of here, which are huge. I mean, planks for barricading you can get from trees. You can cut them down. You can create planks, which you can use with nails and a hammer to board up windows and doors to secure wherever you want to kind of hunker down. All right, let's get out of here. There's nothing over here. We need a weapon. Now, and remember, I put zombies to low. There's still a lot of them. Can you imagine if we had it up one? We couldn't walk anywhere. Sneak around. Old school looking. I love that. I love the look of this game. We're in good shape. No detrimental effects yet. We're not panicked. The more you fight, the more you get scratched, the more you get hurt, the more effects you're going to have here that are going to be working against you. See, I'm noisy. Remember, I put clumsy on as a trait. They don't usually come to you this fast. But because of that. Alright, Shiz, let's go. Fuck. Give me a house. No weapon whatsoever. I'll find one. Then I can show you some combat and then we can wrap this up. Giving you a good idea though? Like I was saying, survival games, zombie games, you'll love it. It's tough as fuck. Okay, through the forest. Get this path and get out of here. Obviously this is just rural logging shit on this side of the map, so we're gonna walk back and find some civilization, or what used to be, say. Ooh, this clumsy trait really gets you. Good music. Good zombie apocalypse music, you know? All you zombie connoisseurs know what I'm talking about. Holy fuck. I have no idea where I am. Another thing is I'm lost. It's 6:20. I gotta start being careful because it's gonna get dark. And if I don't have a nice place to sleep with some covered windows where zombies can't see me, I'm in trouble. It's probably gonna be death. Oh my god, a barn. See if we can find something quick. Something. Come on, no, nothing. No. Farmhouse. Like, I don't even have... God, thank God, thank God. Rolling pin, come on. Oh, that's just fucking wonderful. Frying pan, rolling pin. Face some combat. Okay, we got our rolling pin. Equip primary. There it is, so. Combat. Be careful, take it slow. Don't mash your button. That's not how you play combat in this game. You gotta time it. Safe distance, push them down, get them on the ground, bash their head in. If you keep slamming the button, you're gonna get overrun. Look at that, corn. Take some for fun. Sure you can plant with it later. Okay. That alarm cool. See, I'm getting drowsy now. So I think we're gonna have to try to hold out in this farmhouse. Gonna clear it out. We're gonna clear out some zombies, and then we're gonna try to lock it down. It's getting dark. Okay, right click. You hold it, you go into strafe mode. Wherever your mouse cursor goes, you turn. When you hear that noise, his head has exploded. See, I'm not mashing it. I'm taking it slow enough to wind up again. If that zombie got too close and I just started mashing my button, this is what happens. You kind of go into a push. I got lucky that time because I have this strong trait. I was able to push it down. See, feeling drowsy could do with a lie down. Jesus Christ, how's that going to happen? I go into there after. I gotta get up here. I gotta get into this house. Oh, see, that's... There we go. I'm fucked. See? Left hand scratched. Take it slow. Don't mash. It's hard. I'm probably gonna die. This house was a bad idea. Bad idea, shiz. Get some space. See, I'm scratched, I'm bleeding out. That's my health bar there. I'm severe pain, extreme panic, drowsy. That's a bad combination. intense. See, we got crawlers now. You just got to get them close enough to you and have your cursor facing them. Start clicking. If they're on the ground, you'll bash their head in automatically. Okay. Okay. Oh, get rid of this one. And let's get in. Shut the door. Not that that matters. Let's sheet it up here. So right click, add sheet. Right click, close curtains. Right click. That's the only sheet I had. Okay, I need to sleep. Fucking. I want an upstairs. There we go. Okay, so this is probably going to be my death. Because I hear a zombie bashing on something. Shut that. Let's risk it. Sleep. So it's 8:50 right now. What happens? Anxious, on edge. You hear that noise bug going. That's a glitch. It'll stop, I'm sure, once the sleeping ends. Anxious, hungry. I should have bandaged. Get 8 hours sleep. Okay, we're alive. Oh my god. So let's bandage that hand. Bandages, right click. Apply bandage, left hand. Bandaged. Let's go eat something. I'm feeling anxious too. I don't know how to get rid of that feeling. Maybe it's because I slept with that noise. Banging. We have some peanut butter in here, so let's eat that. Eat all. Should get rid of this. I'm terrified. Nervous wreck. Terrified. See, these are the many status effects that can pop up in Project Zomboid. So, there it is, people. I think you have the kind of basics of what this game is about. It's fun. It's challenging. It's apocalyptic. It's loaded with zombies. There's just survive. That's the point. Do it in any way you can. Manage your items, manage a hideout. Like I said, you can eventually build fences and entire structures, but it's a great game. For $14.99, you can't go wrong. The Indie Stone, I think, just got it. I don't know what they were trying to do or why they named it Project Zomboid, but they nailed something because it's fun. It's good. It's unique, and it's challenging. So if that kind of game appeals to you, I'm sure you'd like it. Hope that helped you. Community, if you have anything to add, if I missed anything, if, corrections, anything else that you think would help people make the decision whether they want to buy it or not, please post it below. It would be greatly appreciated. That's Shizwhack for you. Shizwhack, all one word. Follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Thanks for watching, peeps. Have a great day. Peace!